Hello, welcome to My Healthy Appetite. I'm Chef Leon Rothera and this is dietitian Bridgette Wilson. We are going to be showing you how to cook for a range of health conditions, gluten intolerances, dairy allergies, but with a special focus on low FODMAP cooking.
The low FODMAP diet is a diet that is commonly used for managing the symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome. In each episode we're going to discuss one of the common nutritional downfalls of following the low FODMAP diet and how to address this.
We're going to move on to the celeriac. I don't think people really know what to do with it. In classic French cooking you would have it in a puree, and I think most people probably have had a celeriac puree or a celeriac mash at some point. Okay, so I'm just split it down the middle so we don't need to use all of it. But the way I like to eat it, and I think the more common way of eating it nowadays, is actually eating it raw. Similar to a carrot, but it's got the lovely celery flavour.
So what is celeriac in relation to celery?
So almost the entirety of this would be underground and you'd have a celery leaf type.
Okay.
Very similar to what you'd have on a celery, so like you have celery leaf on top of that.
Okay,
yeah.
Because celery you can't have on a low FODMAP diet, but obviously celeriac you can.
Yeah.
So a bit like the green onion where you can have the green part but not the white part.
Yeah.
So
strange.
Same plant, but obviously different fibres maintained in different parts of the plant.
So we're just going to cut real, and it's really nice and easy to cut. It's not as brittle as carrot, it's a little bit more forgiving when you run a knife through it. I'm just going to cut again. I'm going to cut it into nice fine strips. So you could use it, this is basically what I'm making is what's known as a remoulade, which is celeriac bound with normally mayonnaise or yogurt, so we're going to do a mixture today. And traditionally goes with chicken, so I've got some chicken breasts I've roasted off to go with it. So keeping this really simple, so shredded celeriac into the bowl. I'm going to put a little bit of carrot in as well for colour. And again, just running your knife through it. It's just a bit more of an interesting, nicer texture than just grating. And because we can't use onion or garlic in this, I'm going to use the top of the spring onion green. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add half substitute, half mayonnaise. So you get the fattiness of the mayonnaise whilst just diluting it slightly so it's not quite as rich and fatty.
Yeah, and you'd actually be like halving the fat in this dish, so it's kind of making it like a healthier alternative.
Exactly. Right, so here I've got my homemade mayonnaise. Check the link for the recipe to that.
So half and half with your plant-based yogurt alternative and your mayonnaise.
And then I'm using a little pinch of curry powder. That's our first little combine. Into that I'm going to add some Himalayan salt, squeeze of lemon.
The acidity with the fat, as you say.
Yeah, I'm going to put some fresh herbs. I've got this nice soft thyme here. I'm going to take some parsley. And then I've got in the fridge that I cooked earlier on a couple of roast chicken breasts. I'm just going to shred this into my remoulade.
And then you probably just balance this out with perhaps having some rice or quinoa or something on the side so that you've got 2 portions of vegetables, you've got your chicken, your lean protein, and then you'd add some carbohydrate to that to make it a balanced lunchbox meal. That looks really good with all the different colours. Nutritionally, it's ticking a lot of boxes for me as well because you've got the different types of vegetables in there, you've got fibre and your lean protein, so really nice.
So here we go, good way to use celeriac, grated, shredded with carrot as an alternative in coleslaw, salads. Really lovely, fresh, delicious vegetable. See you in the next episode.